How we doing? It's nice to be here. It's nice to be home. I got in Tuesday night, and I've been to Portillo's 9 times. Thank you very much. I've got a pizza. I got some White Castles in me. I weighed 170 pounds when I got here a few days ago. Look at me now. I got my Chicago fighting weight back. I'm back. I always eat. That's what I do. I travel a lot. I always go somewhere and I eat. That's what I do. When I travel, I find somewhere cool to get something to eat. That's all I was in Canada not too long ago for the first time. I wanted to get their food. They have a thing. They have fries and gravy and cheese. You know what I'm talking about? Poutine, yes, poutine. It's poutine. I didn't know what it was called. I go into the first restaurant, fired up, sit down. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, what do you want? And I go, give me a big plate of poontang. I want some poontang right now. Come on, bring me that Canadian poontang, that fine Canadian poontang. And he's just staring at me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Come on, poontang, fries, gravy, cheese, bring it. And he looks at me all annoyed, like, it's poutine, sir. Like, I'm okay, fine, whatever. Bring me the poutine, sir. But you guys have poontang here. Don't act like you don't. By the way, also delicious gravy and cheese. That's all I'm saying. First joke, fuckers, let's go. I go everywhere and I eat food everywhere. What I really like is, like, I go to these islands and small countries and stuff, and I find street food. That's what I go. I get like something, I find a guy selling shit out of the trunk of his car. That is my guy. I will buy any guy selling stuff out of the trunk of his car. That's my dude right there. I walk up and down. I'll eat anything. You put it on a stick, I'll eat it. I'll eat meat. I don't care. I won't eat it if it's moving. That's gross. That's disgusting. I'm not an animal. You gotta knock it out first, then you can eat it. Put it down. You're fine. I'll eat meat all day. A lot of meat. I'll eat so much meat, I'll get the meat sweats. You ever get those? You ever go like Fogo de Chao over there? That's when fill yourself up with the meat. Meat sweats is when you have more meat in you than you have on you. That's what that is. And I'll tell you what, you haven't lived till you've gone to a third world country and walked down an alley and gone behind a dumpster and found some woman with a flaming barrel of something. And you look at her and you go, what is that? And she looks at you and goes, "Gah!" And you go, give me 3 of them, wrap it in a tortilla, let's go. Throw some spice on it. I will eat anything. I don't care. One time I was in Jamaica and I ate something I should not have eaten. I was not 100% that night. I was working on a cruise ship, and on this particular ship, you go back to Port Canaveral and get off the ship and have to take a 40-minute bus into the city to get off and get on the airport. So I didn't feel it till I got off the ship, walked down to the bus, and it hit me. And I'm like, gurgle, 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 gurgle. And I'm not going to get graphic, but it was not pleasant. I put something in me that wanted to get out of me any way possible. I was dripping liquid out of my ears. I was sitting, and I'm 40-minute bus ride. I'm just sitting there clenching, tears coming down my face. It's the worst thing ever. And then we get to the airport, and I grab my bags, and I run up the escalator. I don't even look at people, run right through, down, staring at the floor, just peering up. I get to the bathroom, no one's in the bathroom. I run right to a stall, close it, lock it. I'm in there 40 minutes, man, 40 minutes. Yeah, it was not pleasant. It was one of those times when everybody outside of the stall knew what was going on the other side of the stall. Like, they were aware of, like, this is not going well in there at all. And after a while, somebody knocks on the door, like, knock, knock, knock. Like, are you okay, sweetie? I'm like, what the, hey? What was that supposed to mean, sweetie? That is not. Then another voice goes, I'm sure she'll be out in a few minutes. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then it hits me, those are women voices. Yeah, I have run into the ladies' room. And I was in such a hurry, I didn't do the gratuitous look to the right and not see the urinals. That's the red flag for a guy when you walk in and you turn around and run away. Not me. I went right into a stall, and now I'm sitting in what is apparently now the busiest bathroom I've ever been in. Right? And I'm putting my arms up on the slot so they can't see me. I'm like, this is the worst. I don't know what I'm going to do. This is terrible, right? And then I wait for it to get quiet so I can get out the door or leave or something, anything, so that it gets quiet and I'm pretty sure the coast is clear. I grab my bags, I walk out, I go for the door. As I get to the door, right in the sinks, this woman enters the ladies' room and looks at me, and I look at her, and I go, "You're in the men's room!" And she freaks out and runs away. And I just go the other way. It was rough, man. And I travel a ton, man. I travel a whole lot. I fly a lot. I'm not a big fan of flying. They have a pilot issue now. Do you know that? Are you aware of that? They're short on pilots. That's a great feeling to know when you fly all the time. They're short. They laid off a bunch of pilots during COVID. And then when COVID went away, they go, "Do you want to come back?" And they're like, "No, we're not coming back. We're done. Why would we come back?" So now they're training pilots, and they're pushing them through the program a little quick. I mean, they're rushing them through, man. I ran into a bunch of kids in New Orleans about a month ago, and they were partying. There's like 5 of these kids. They're 24, 26, right around there. I go, "What are you guys celebrating?" They're like, "We're going to be jet pilots. We're going to be flying B-52s or whatever. American Airlines will be flying jets in like a week." I'm like, "Oh, not my jet, you won't be." I don't want a 24-year-old flying my jet. They should announce the pilot's age when they do that, when you take off. You know, at the beginning, when they're like, "Hi, this is your pilot, Fred. I am 22 years old. Bing! I'm leaving right now. Let's go." I don't want that on my plane. I want Sully. That's who I want flying my plane. Yeah. I want some old, jaded, angry, drunk. That's who I want. Flying the plane. Like, "Were you drinking that day, Mr. Sully?" I go, "Yes! I landed in the Hudson." But I want a guy that can figure it out. When everything goes dark in the cockpit, I want a guy that can figure out how to fly the plane. And I tell this to the kid. There's a kid, we're arguing. This kid goes, "Planes are so advanced now. They're like computers, like playing a video game." I go, "No, it's not. There's no reset button in a jet plane. You don't get free lives when you're on a jet plane. You know, that computer crashes, it crashes. You go, and you can't call tech support if there's a problem. You're on the plane, "I'm having a problem with my plane." Like, "Hello, my name is Steve. Thank you for calling tech support. Can I help you, please? I think I'm gonna crash. Have you tried to unplug and re-plug in the plane?" Also, flying is so weird now. If anybody's flown in the last year, especially, people are slobs again. Have you noticed that? Like, when COVID went and came, people are trying to make up for lost time. People are walking around wearing less clothes than I wear to the beach through an airport. You know what I mean? Picking their nose, scratching their butt, picking their balls, all kinds of stuff. It's annoying, man. It's gross. No one cares. They're slobs. They walk around. They do whatever. People wear no shoes and socks on the plane all the time. Don't do that. I wear boots on the plane all the time. Because if I see people in no shoes and socks, I just stomp my way down an aisle to the bathroom. "Sorry about that. Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry." And it's like no one cares. They used to have little sanitizer stands all over the airports. You know, now they're holding mustard. You know, the rest of them are piled in a corner like a bad scene from WALL-E, that Disney movie. A bunch of rave robots on their side. "We used to be somebody." It's not even just planes. It's anywhere you go. If you're in public, a lot of people, it's like people forgot. You've been on an elevator lately? Like, elevators, man, there's a number in an elevator that tells you how many people should be on the elevator. That's not a dare. You know, that's not like a goal where we want you to break that. I've been on a lot of elevators just packed with people, like my belly is up against the door and it opens. I'm like, oh, and people try to get on. I go, "It's a little full right now. You're going to have to, you're right, never mind, come on in, my bad, come on in, no problem." People will cram as many people onto it. It's like a clown car, every elevator. It's just ridiculously packed. It wasn't long ago that an elevator only had 2 people on it. Remember? During COVID, you were on different sides of the corners, hovering over. Like, "How are you doing?" "Shut up, don't talk or breathe right now, please. Leave me, don't look at me, I'll catch you, whatever it is you have, stop." Leave me. Your parent now, nowadays, forget COVID test. You get off an elevator, you need a pregnancy test. So different, man. Too. Also, when I fly a lot of small airports too. When I fly in and out, that's another thing I do when I travel, which is I'm not a fan of a small plane. I don't know if anybody's ever been on like a 4-seat plane. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't want to be in a plane where I can hear my pilot fart. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want to be. It's not. Here's where a plane loses me. A plane loses me when I'm sitting on the plane and I look out the window and I can see the mechanic working on the engine. Right, and I can look out the other window and see his feet. I'm out. I gotta go. I'm not a fan at all. And I fly a lot. I fly American a lot. That's an airline I fly a ton. All kind. You're booing American? Why are you booing? Why would you boo American? You work for United. Boo! I miss traveling in 2020. That's what I miss that travel, because traveling in 2020, the airports were empty. There was no, you'd walk through them. There was like The Shining. I thought those little twins were going to pop out at any moment. You know, there are little pockets of people walking around, close families, tight. They were looking at me, judging me. I don't know why. I was following all the rules. I was wearing the mask, wrapped in saran, had a condom on, both heads, totally covered. I think it was all the coughing and hacking I was doing. I think that was it. And every 10 feet I would scream out something like, I can't taste my $27 sandwich. And they were like, during COVID, the airports were empty, but and the planes were empty for like a month. The airlines cared about you for a month. Do you remember that? They really care. They came out and made a big deal out of it. Like, we care about you. We care. We do. We're united, and we care about you. You're our family. We really want to take care of you. Here's what we're going to do for you, because we're united, and we care. We care. We're going to do no middle seats. We're going to do every other row. Board 10 people at a time, because we care. We care. That lasted a month. A month. And they saw their bottom line. They said, fuck it. Let them die. Let them all die. Get him on the plane. Let's go. We're united. We don't give a shit. Get him in there. Go. Some airlines are better than others. Spirit will give you COVID. It's printed in the ticket. It says it right there. It says you pay $20 or you're going to get COVID. There's a guy at the gate checking you in with COVID, by the way. He's like, did you pay your $20? Because if you didn't, I'm going to have... Spirit sucks. That's the worst airline in the world. That airline is a nightmare. We can agree on that, Miss United, I'm sure. Yes? Right. They get you with the price. That's how they get you. It looks good on paper. Looks great. You're like, you want to fly from LA to Miami? Sure, $8. Right, and you go, and they upcharge you for everything. They got carry-on, a purse, questions. Hey, dude, ask a question on Spirit. Like, do you guys really charge for questions? They go, yeah, that's $30 right there. So, really? That's another 30. One word. Why? Another 30. But I fly American because I have status on American. It doesn't matter what airline you fly. Anybody have status on an airline? Do you have status? Which one? Which gold? American. On American. If you have status on an airline, they treat you like a king. If you don't have status, they treat you the opposite of king. It's the only business model where they literally punish you because they don't think you spend enough money. It is. They don't care about you. If you fly once a year, I feel terrible for you. They don't care. They could care less. You could be having a heart attack. Walk up to the gate and go, I think I'm having a heart attack. And they will go, that is terrible. What group are you? You're group 9? Please, we're boarding group 3 right now, sir. Have a seat next to the boy having a seizure. We'll be with you in a few minutes. And I get there's a difference between the groups, you know what I mean? If you travel a lot, you're group one. You got all the cool stuff. You got the cool headsets, the coffee cup, you know what I mean? The backpack, all of it. It all connects by magnets. Like a transformer. You're ready to go. You work your way down the groups, starts to change. You get to group 4, suddenly the luggage doesn't match. Group 5, the luggage has no wheels. They're just dragging it through an airport. Sparks are flying around. Group 6 is not even a luggage. It's a hefty bag full of junk they're walking through. Like some white trash Santa Claus just getting through. Group 7, they're wearing all their clothes. Like, I'm not checking a bag. There's no way. This is ridiculous. Group 8, they have live chickens. I get it. They actually have a safety video on American where they have a different procedure for first class or for coach. It's in the same video. They don't even care. This video should be called "Good Luck, Coach." It's terrible. The video starts right out. It's like, hey, if you're in first class, reach up and grab your military-grade seatbelt, pull it across your body, and safely buckle yourself into your seat. If you're in coach, reach over and grab your Velcro strap, pull it across you and the other people in the row, tie it to the end and hope for the best. In the unlikely event of a water landing, if you're in first class, don't panic. There's a small jet engine under each of your seats that will shoot you into the sky and hover you above the wreckage. If you're in coach, reach under your seat, grab that bright orange neon vest, put it on, pull the string. It won't inflate, but it will make it easier to find your bodies when they're floating in the ocean. Use that string to tie yourself to the other passengers in coach. That way the recovery team just looks for one long, bright orange line of bodies. And if you're in first class, don't panic when the coast is cleared. That jet engine will softly drop you to the crest of the ocean. The seatbelt will pop open and you can just walk to safety. Just look for the long, bright orange bridge we provided you. The only time I do fly Spirit when I go to Vegas. I live in LA, and I'll be in Vegas in a couple of weeks actually. And last time I was in Vegas, I went to a strip club. Strip club. And it took me, I'm 59 years old right now, and it took me this long to realize that strip clubs suck. Just not a fan of the strip club. Gentlemen, how many guys here have been to a strip club lately? No one falls for that ever. There's only one guy, always. This whole night is ruined. Thanksgiving sucks. He's an idiot. I'm sorry. I meant to run. Never mind. You've never been to a strip club? Ever? No. Yeah, nice. Look at you. Nice lie. You actually got me for a second. Like, really? That's interesting. She knew immediately. Shut up, moron. Strip clubs, they're the worst, man. I spent $600 in 6 minutes in the strip club. Yeah, I never saw a boob or anything. Nothing. Because I didn't even want to go. It was like a party thing. Another guy, come on with. I really want to go. It's a birthday party. Nah. And you get in and they get you with everything. I was with everything. The private bar, the bartender, the up top shelf. And don't ever say yes in a strip club. That's where they get, because they upsell. That's all they do is sell you stuff and upsell constantly the whole time. Just say no. If you're having a stroke, lie about it. Just do it. They'll look at you. Are you having a stroke? Just look. Because all they do is try to sell you stuff. It's like, and you argue with the naked woman. You argue with a naked woman, and there's no sex or anything. Yeah, it's like being married, kind of. It's just like being married. I mean, it's literally nonstop. It's like, can I bring my friend? No. You want to buy me a drink? No. You want top shelf? No. Champagne? No. Private room? No. Go upstairs? No. Meet my friends? No. It's like you're training a puppy. No $500 hand job. No. Down, Sasha, down. And when the last time I went to strip club, it was right when I was getting divorced. I went through my divorce, and I did not handle it well. I was a mess. When I got divorced, I was all scotch and cigarettes for days. I would spend every night in a strip club and every day in therapy. It was a perfect yin and a yang, back and forth. You can cry in both. No one judges you. You're fine. You're good. I was a mess when I got divorced. And back then, the strippers would give you a phone number. They had a burner phone, and they would give you their phone number, and they would go, "I will text you if I'm thinking about you." And you're miserable. Really? You believe? You're so stupid. You're a fragile, broken man in his 40s, just miserable. I said bye. And it's 2 a.m. Your phone, ping. I miss you. You jump in the car, blow red lights, drive to the strip club, park, run up to the door like I'm late for a shift. Hey, I'm here. Sasha called. She wants me to come in. She said, look, it's on the phone. It's on the phone. It's important, I'm just saying. Not knowing there's 20 days behind me going, Sasha called. I'm here as well. I'm here. It's a miserable time all day in therapy, all night at strip clubs. It was the worst. They should have strippers that are therapists. Get a pen, write that down. That's a money-making genius. I could do that if you feel bad. You walk into an office like, I feel terrible, Dr. Cinnamon. What do you prescribe? A couch dance? That's a great idea, I think. How much is that? $1,000? That's fine. You take singles? Of course you do. I live in L.A. Sherman Oaks is where I live, L.A. area. I was out there for the lockdown, big COVID lockdown, man. That's where I was in L.A. They were strict in L.A. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't go out. They were hardcore. You had to wear a mask all the time, 24/7. You had to wear a mask. You had to wear a mask when you masturbated. Yeah, I got busted twice. Listen, I don't get it either. I'm minding my own business, doing my grown-up man stuff in the produce section of the grocery store. The cops walk up. Back away from the kumquats! Don't judge me. It was a Walmart. I wasn't the only guy. There was a big cleanup on aisle 7 that day, is all I'm saying. My bad. No more cum jokes. I'm sorry. I'll cross those off. No cum jokes. People, and it wasn't just the government, too. The law, everybody wore masks in L.A. Everybody was very uptight, very, very uptight out there. All the L.A. Hollywood, everybody had a mask all the time. My favorite was the guy wearing a mask in his car by himself. That's my favorite guy. Every time I pulled to a red light, he would look at me like I invented COVID. I was just looking at him blow on my window like, and you had to, we wore them all the time. I have 2 daughters. They live with me, 22, 19, and that's how old they are now. When they were 20 and 18, I think, or 2017, we were in COVID. We went on hikes every day. That's how we dealt with being locked up. We went on a hike up in the Hollywood Hills. We lived near the Hollywood Hills. And we would go on a hike. And I never wore a mask when I went on a hike. I'm outside, fresh air. I'm like, this is great. I'm going to go outside, walk around. But L.A., everybody wore masks, even on hikes. I could see him coming to me, look mad, judging me, pointing at me, and there's, and I would go, that is a terrible cough, sir. You might have COVID. Well, I am really glad you're wearing that mask right now. And it was tough. It's different. LA, you had to change. I had to get a different job during COVID. Everybody had to change a little bit, man. I couldn't tour, couldn't travel, none of that stuff. I was an Uber Eats driver during COVID. Yeah, that was my career of choice. I don't know what gave me less hope. The fact there was a worldwide pandemic, or the fact that I was delivering double cheeseburgers to drunk people at 2 a.m. Okay, and that's all it was double cheeseburgers. At night, at a certain point, after midnight, it was all McDonald's. All McDonald's. Think about that for a second. There's a health crisis going on. We're telling people, you stay home, it's dangerous, don't go outside, I'll bring death to you. And if you've ever delivered food in your entire life, you know the later you deliver food, the drunker people are when they show up at your house. So I pull up to some guy's house. It's the heat of the pandemic. You know what I mean? It's like 2 a.m. He's hammered. He comes out. He forgets his mask. So he puts a towel over his head. He's walking down his truck. I get out of the car. I'm tired. I forget my mask. So I put my shirt up over my head. And I'm walking around the front yard. We're both trying to locate each other. I'm like, I got a quarter-pounder value meal for Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Marco Polo. I'm sorry? Did I eat half the fries? No, but feel free to ask any stupid question in the middle of my jokes, sir. That's the best you got at that point? Did you eat the fries? I'm just saying, because I am an Uber Eats driver and I eat the fries all the time. Are you an Uber Eats driver, sir? Do you eat the fries? You do? Okay, well, now everyone knows. You what? You what? In between teaching jobs? Okay, well, Uber probably pays more. Well, I don't make the rules, shut up! My daughters live with me out there, 22 and 19. Now, that's how old the girls are now. We were together during the lockdown. Me and the 2 girls in a 2-bedroom apartment for the whole lockdown. Yeah, I wanted to get COVID. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my daughters, but you can only be called a boomer so many times in your own house, which is a little bit annoying. You know, they think they're so funny, too. You're like, you know what boomer means, Dad? I'm like, yeah, I do. It means guy who pays all the frickin' bills. They're tough, those 2 daughters that live with me. We did a lot of research during COVID. That's what we did. We didn't even do research. We watched all the internet during COVID is what we did. We were online every day. We watched all the internet. All of it. A screen came up one day. Bing, you've watched all of the internet. Now go watch Tiger King. What it said. So, and notice I said we didn't do research. I didn't say, I hate people that say I did research. Last night I did a lot of research on COVID. I'm like, really? Did you, Clyde? During your break at Burger King, did you zip in a little research? We live in a society where people read half a website, maybe 2 TikTok videos and think they did research. You have 4 minutes of information, like, I got it all figured out. I know exactly what's happening. I can answer all the questions. Those are internet experts. You know who hates internet experts? Real experts. No doctor likes WebMD. It's made every doctor appointment 3 times longer than it should be. You know, because somebody gets a cold, they stay up all night online doing research. They print a bunch of documents. They bring them with them to the doctor the next day. They walk in the door. I don't feel good. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And then the doctor has to talk him through this. Like, I can't believe I got to do this again. All right, look, I know you don't feel well. There's a lot of bloating and swelling and discomfort. I understand that. But I promise you, sir, there's nothing wrong with your fallopian tubes right now. Men don't have fallopian tubes. That's the joke there, sir. Got it? Okay. Just looked at me for a second like... My daughters used to travel with me when they were little. I had them for the summer, so I'd bring them with me on trips. I'd bring them on a cruise ship for a while, every once in a while. We're on a cruise ship one time, and they're 10 and 8, and we had dinner at 6. We go back to the cabin. I have a show at 11, and I tell the girls, I go, hey, go to the little kid area. Have fun. Knock yourself out. Do whatever you want to do. Have a good time. I'm going to take a nap, set my phone. Do me a favor. Come back. Make sure I'm up on time for the show. And they go, okay, Dad. We run off. So I fall asleep, and I wake up to my oldest daughter shaking me in a panic. She's, Dad. I'm like, what? She goes, what time is your show? I go, it's at 11 o'clock. What time is it? She goes, it's 11:05. I go, no! I go, you had one job! So I get up, I'm free. I put on my shirt inside out, 2 different shoes. I'm running down the hallway, hyperventilating, bouncing off of walls. I'm freaking out, I'm checking, I'm running. And after a while, I can hear my oldest daughter yell after me and go, hey, Dad! We're kidding. We set all the clocks in the room ahead an hour. But I come back. I walk all the way down the hallway. It's not funny. That is not funny. It's not, you ever yell at your kids when you're half asleep? And your eyes go two different directions, you spit flying, you don't even care. It's not funny. That is not funny. I was mad at them 2 days. I didn't talk to them for 2 days on the ship. After the second day, I'm having lunch. My oldest daughter looks at me and goes, "Hey, Dad, it was a little bit funny, right? A little bit." A little bit funny, right? And I cracked. I go, "Yes, fine. It was just a little bit funny." And she goes, "Oh, good, because we taped you on our phone, or you're hilarious. Look, you fell down twice." They're 22, 19. They're that's Generation Z. That's Z. They're the anxiety generation. These kids are freaked out about everything. Very on the edge, like they're walking on glass. Everything. You know why? It's the phones. So this is the first generation of kids that have grown up and spent their entire lives with a cell phone. They've had it their whole lives. They've been wired in since they were toddlers. They've had something. They've been connected. It's partially our fault. So parents spend a lot of time with your kid going, "Go play on your phone. Go play on your phone. Go play on your phone." And they become older. You're like, "Why are you always on your phone? Why?" It's tough, man. These kids are connected constantly. That's a lot. It's 24-hour peer pressure. Think about that pressure for a kid to go through. When I was a kid, you went to school. If you got beat up on the last day of school, you just went home and shook it off for the summer. Now you got to relive that beating every night on TikTok. You can't shake it. Like, "This sucks. This is the worst ever. I can't." And if the video goes viral, you're screwed. You can't even move and reinvent yourself. Those days are gone. Some kid could screw up in Iowa, right, and move to Taiwan. 4 months later, being at Burger King, some kid he's never seen before. "Hey, look, it's Booger Butt." The kid's like, "This is the worst ever, man." I think we've lost control of a lot of our technology, man. We've lost complete control of the social media, all of it that's come out. You know what I mean? It's insane. I used to think the internet ruined us. I think we've ruined the internet. I do. It's an amazing tool. Think about it. When I was a kid, when I was 7, I didn't know anything about a kid from China who was 7. I don't know anything about. Now you can actually talk to a kid from China online. It's an amazing tool. It's smart. It is. It's an amazing thing that we have. And what do we do with it? We block people, cancel people, bully people, judge people, fight. People argue online on social media platforms, make fun of each other. They'll argue about stuff. If there's nothing to argue about, they'll make up stuff. There's phrases they've just made up in the last few years I've never heard. I never heard love bombing when I was a kid growing up, or gaslighting, or crop dusting. I heard that last one. Mansplaining. I never heard mansplaining when I was. My youngest daughter looked at me a few weeks ago. She goes, "Hey, Dad, what's mansplaining?" So I look it up in the dictionary. I didn't want to. It's in Webster's dictionary, and it says mansplaining is when a man explains something in a derogatory or down-talking fashion, like we're being mean, talking down. So I tell my daughter that, right? And I tell her that. She looks at me, "Okay, did you just mansplaining to me?" And I'm like, "No, you fucking teenager, no." Every time a man explains something, it's not mansplaining. It's not gender specific. Sometimes things just need to be explained. Sometimes you just need to know the information. And be careful throwing around the mansplaining card, ladies. You say that too much until you're stop mansplaining. Maybe one day your man will stop splaining in a situation where maybe he shouldn't. Like, let's say, here's a hypothetical situation. Let's say 2 people are camping, and there's a fire. There's a man and a woman, and the fire starts to go out. And the man goes, "Wow, the fire is going out. Maybe we should freshen it up." And she goes, "Okay," and goes back to the car and comes back with a huge can of gasoline and goes to pour it directly on the fire. And the man very politely goes, "I don't think it's a good idea to pour gasoline on an open fire." Right? And she goes, "Don't mansplain fire to me. I think I know how this is going to get. So he doesn't. He does nothing. He runs away. He runs away. But now she's made her point. She pours the gasoline, and now someone is mansplaining skin grafts to her in a hospital somewhere. Lost control of the words. This is why the AI technology scares me so much. It really freaks me out, all the AI stuff. Not because I think it's going to take over the world. I think it's because we're going to lose control of it. You know what I mean? It's already here. We already use it. It's on all kinds of games. Now it's fun. Let's say you play chess, you play video games. Now right now it's like, let's play a game. It's a lot of fun. But eventually that's going to turn into, would you like to play a game? And it's here. If you have a bank account or if you have loan docs or something like that, a lot of times you go into your accounts financially online, you have to answer a bunch of questions to prove your identity. In the past, these are questions that you've always provided, like your mother's maiden name, the city you were born in, stuff like that. But now AI digs into your past, and they find questions with answers that you don't even remember. I mean, there's stuff, they dig so deep I can feel it in my colon. I mean, I don't know. It's things like, what is your brother's, sister's, teacher's, pet's, cat's name? I go, I don't know that. What was your 7th grade teacher wearing during the science fair in 1977 in your first wet dream? When did that? I can't answer all those questions. Also, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it's the age, the booze, or all the drugs I did when I was younger, but I have forgotten some stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I have forgotten. I've forgotten some names, some places, 1993. You know, I don't want to be online trying to access my loan docs and getting questions like wrong. And the FBI kicks in my door like, are you trying to steal an identity in here? And I'm like, no, I'm an idiot, stupid. Here's the hardest thing or the most difficult thing about AI technology, I think, is it's brilliant. It has an answer all the time. It's got an answer for everything. The problem is sometimes a question has no answer. In order to answer a question properly, you need to think. In order to think, you need empathy and understanding. Some questions have a human nature to them, and there's not an answer to it. Like, let's take your first breakup. Remember when you're a teen? That's a devastating moment. Your very first heartbreak. It hurts. Everybody remembers that first one. It's brutal. There's nothing, the only thing worse than that, all you think during that time is just, I want to die. I want to die. I wish I could die. And that pain hurts. The only pain worse than that is when you have a child, they go through that pain. Because you can't take it away. And you can't give them a speech. You can't go, there's a lot of birds in the sea and fish in the sky. None of that works. But your child is suffering and in pain, and they're looking at you going, I just want to die. And you just got to go, I know. I'm sorry. It's going to happen again, probably. You go to AI technology with that question, I want to die, and the computer is like, there are several ways to kill yourself right now. My mom passed away about a year and a half ago, and we went to clean her house out, and I learned something about my mom. Something I already knew about my mom, actually. If you went to my mom's house, anywhere you sat in my mom's house, you were always within arm's reach of chocolate or a gun. Always, no matter where you sat. I sat in a chair that no one sat in for years. We're sitting there, reached down, is this a Three Musketeers bar? You pull it out like, this is a 357 Magnum, Mom. And she had guns all over the house and no safety on any of the guns. She never had them on. And I would look at her and go, Mom, you need to have the safety on these guns. And she would look at me seriously and go, why would I need the safety, Leonard? What if I need to shoot it really quick? I don't want to be messing around with safety. Somebody breaks in, I got to be ready to go. And then she would be like, you want to spend the night? I go, no. No, I don't want you to wake up in the middle of the night and forget you have company. You reach in the couch and I'm either going to get shot or diabetes. And I love my mom. Obviously, I love my mom. But she was the angriest woman alive, man. She's so, she had no friends. She was just an angry person. She wouldn't talk to you for years just to prove a point. She would spend years she spent 19 years not talking to me, not a word. I would call her, she'd just hang up. Click, click, click. You always knew, there was always one brother she wasn't talking to. You always knew how it was or who it was because you get a text and you have to look at the numbers and see which one wasn't there. You're like, okay, I got to call Andy. Let me call Andy. Just let him know. And that was the relationship with my mom. It was either really bad or it was like really good. And my therapist has told me I have brought this into my adult life. So my relationships are either really bad or they're really good. My marriage was like that. It's one of the reasons I went to therapy. I haven't been in a serious relationship in 15 years. And it's not because I get into bad relationships. Now I get into a good relationship and it messes with my head. I can't handle it. I freak out. After about 6 months, I go, this woman has not tried to stab me once. She hasn't set my stuff on fire. I don't know the cops in town. This woman is crazy. I got to get out of this relationship. I got to go. That's why, it's the whole reason I went to therapy, because when I got divorced, my mom wasn't talking to me. I had brothers that weren't talking to me. I had some other family members weren't talking to me. And I was worried that eventually my daughters wouldn't talk to me. And I was like, I never want that to happen. I never wanted to go through that. So that's why I went to therapy. My only goal, I wanted to be a good dad. That was the one thing. And the one thing I think I've nailed in my entire life that I've done well consistently is I've been a good dad. I've been a really good dad. Thank you. I could totally be lying right now, by the way. You guys are like, good for you, man. My daughter's locked in the closet. Let me out! But I am. I think I'm a good dad. My daughters are better than me. They're better than me at that age. They're better than me now. They are. They're the adults in this relationship. They are. We were in a store a couple weeks ago. Some guy bumped into me. I go, excuse me. He's like, get out of the way, moron. And I'm, moron? You come here. Hey, moron. And my daughter's like, hey, Dad, go to the car. She's like, it's okay. He's not stable. He's 58. He needs to have him. I should have him on a harness. I apologize. My father's not good. They're good. They're good kids. My oldest just turned 21 not long ago. She turned 22. She turned 22. And when they were little, every birthday dinner, I would take them out for dinner for their birthday. Up until they were 17, they both wanted to go to Subway. Oh, I was the happiest guy in the world. I would look at them and go, Daddy will take you anywhere you want to go for your birthday. Where do you want to go? They go, I want to go to Subway. I go, I fucking love you. I love you. Let me grab a 20. We're out the door. They'll look at me like, can I get double meat? Yes, you can. Daddy loves you. Now they're older. They live in Santa Monica. They hang out with friends. They go to these fancy 5-star Michelin, really upscale, fucking hip, like cool name places like Mother Wolf and Sister Hen, and Plum or Egg. That's what they do. Those name places after a food now. So he's welcome to Celery or white bread or cheese. I took my daughter to a place a couple years ago. Let's go to cheese. How expensive could cheese be? You go in, give you the menu, and you're like, oh, fuck me. I'll take the small plate for $75. Thank you very much. Yeah, hold the truffle fig paste. I don't have any Bitcoin on me right now. Thank you. It's pricey. My daughter, for her last birthday, we went to a place in Santa Monica, and I go, and it's nice, man. It's all kind of chandeliers. There's air. There's like upside down chandeliers. I don't know how I'm walking in, and I'm different. I'm not white trash. I'm just above white trash. You know, I'm like a hoodie and a beer guy. You know, I'm very laid back. Like, hey, it's good to be here. But no, I'm all dressed up. I'm with her at a hip restaurant. We're walking around, and I'm uncomfortable. It's obvious. I'm uncomfortable. My oldest daughter, she pulls me aside. She goes, Dad, I know you're totally uncomfortable right now. You gotta lighten up. You lighten up. But I just want you to know I wanted you to be here because I'm proud of you, and you're my dad, and I love you. Yeah, isn't that sweet? I almost cried. And then she gave me the bill. That's when I cried. I cried right then. I cried. My daughters, they live in California, or we live in California, and pot's legal everywhere you go in California. It's all legal. So, yeah, do the math. That's them. They're little stoners. Both my daughters, they're always fucking stoned, both of them. And they're over 18. I can't say shit to them. You know, what are you going to do? You're like, you're 18. Like, hey, are you bonging it up again right now? Yeah, I am, Dad. They don't care. They'll smoke, and I don't smoke pot anymore. I don't. I used to. I'll do edibles maybe here and there, but I won't smoke pot. I don't do it because it's strong now. Pot fucking went out stronger than I was a kid. You know, when I was 18, I could smoke a whole joint and eat a whole pizza. That's it. You know. And now I take 2 hits off a joint. I'm in a coma for 4 fucking days. 4 days. You could shove a pizza up my ass, and I wouldn't even move. And now it doesn't matter either. You don't have to smoke pot anymore. There's a million different ways for you to ingest marijuana or THC. You can smoke it or snort it, shoot it, suck it, shove it. There's all kinds of ways you can get it into your body. My youngest daughter uses THC oil. She cooks everything with it. Everything she cooks, a little THC oil. She puts it in a little bottle next to the olive oil on the counter. Which, how was I supposed to know? 2 weeks ago when I came home and I made the most delicious eggs I've ever had in my entire life. And then an hour later, I made the most delicious eggs I've ever had. And then an hour later, I made the most delicious eggs. And then an hour later, I made all night, all long, every hour. I was never so happy eating eggs in my entire life. Then my daughter came home, and she was not happy. I don't know why. I offered to make her the most delicious eggs. They're both into astrology. Both my daughters are really into astrology, hardcore. Their whole life revolves around the stars, everything. Everything happens, they blame on the stars. Doesn't matter. 2 weeks ago, we're supposed to go somewhere. My daughter gets up late. I look at her, like, what was that about? She's like, sorry, Dad, Jupiter's in rotation right now and it's messing with my equilibrium, and I just couldn't because Leo is my third moon. It's very difficult time. I don't know what I should do. I go, you should set an alarm. You should probably try that. And I don't know anything about astrology. I don't know anything. I know one of them is a water sign, another one is a land sign, and if Mercury is in retrograde, they can't take out the trash. That's all I know. And that's not even right. One of them is an earth sign. It's not a land sign, it's an earth sign. I was corrected once at a show by a woman named Sierra Air. Go figure. And my daughters correct me all the time. Like, it's an earth sign, Dad. What is wrong with you? How many times do I have to tell you I'm an earth sign? I can't deal with your Sag attitude right now, your fire sign tendencies. I just can't. They're little hippies that live with me right now. And I say live with me, and I mean I'm gone for 3.5 weeks every month, come home, drop off a rent check, and leave. I live in an Airbnb that I own. Yeah, I'm home for like 2 days, out the door, gone. But my daughter's like, I'm going to do your chart, Dad, so I can break you down and I know exactly. You'll know after I do your chart. So she does my chart custom. She goes, you know what? Your Leo is in the third moon, and Venus is revolving around your Sagittarius. You have Leo tendencies and Cancer profiles. And right now, the moon Pluto is your biggest influence. You know where I got all that? And I go, I think you got it from Uranus. And I'm a Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. That's a fire sign, or as I refer to it as, fire sign! Because they hate that. They hate it. When they bring up the stars, anytime they talk about it too much, I can get them to stop by just going, right, and I'm a fire sign! And they'll be like, stop that, stop it. Don't ever do that again, stop it, stop. They'll do that teenager thing. You ever seen a teenager when they're scared? They move. They don't move. They think they're invisible. They just move their lips. Like, stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Dad, cut it. I'll do it in public. That's the best. We'll be going shopping. I'll be standing in a parking lot surrounded by people. I'll just look at both of them like, land sign, water sign, prepare! Costco's about to feel the wrath of the fire sign! They'll be like, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I think they're witches, I'll be honest with you. I think both my daughters are witches. I came home from the airport 2 weeks ago, came home like early, came home like an hour earlier than I thought. I walk in the door, there's candles burning, sage burning, there's music playing. They're chanting, they're dancing, there's a goat. Right? It's not really a goat, it was the cat. But it was dressed up like a goat. And it was doing its best too. It was like, meow, meow. And I look at the girls and go to bed. I'm tired, I want to watch TV, I want to sit in my chair, I don't want to watch television. And they go in their room, and they're in there for an hour before I realize they're still chanting. Like, I can't hear everything, but this is what I hear through the wall. I hear, Dad! My dad! And the next day, I had a limp, like a really bad. Around. My oldest daughter, she runs the house. My oldest daughter, she's in charge of everything at my house. I'll be honest with you, I'm afraid of her. She scares the shit out of me. Me and the youngest. She comes home, we just freak out. Anna's home! We're blowing smoke at the window, cleaning the kitchen. She's strict. She doesn't mess around. I was home 2 weeks ago. She was going to go out. I needed the car. I'm going to go to the store and get some scotch. And she goes, you don't need scotch. I go, you're right. Good night. I run everything I do by her. Every question I run by her. I ask her advice on everything. You know why? She's smart. She's smarter than me. I know she is. She can answer all the questions as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? She's good. She's got it. I am one missing slipper and a robe away from being the crazy old man that lives on the couch. I will. I'll own it. I don't care. I'll just sit there and I am beginning to understand Alzheimer's. I think some of those people are faking. I think you spend the first 18 years of your life wanting to be taken seriously, wanting to make a decision, have the final say on anything. And then you get it. But then you have it. You become an adult that lasts for 60, 70, 80 years. And you're exhausted. You're just tired. You know, and then you have a child and they make a decision and then you go, oh, that's a really good decision. And they make another one. You go, that's an even better decision. And then you just check out. You're done. And she looks at you one day and goes, Dad, what are you going to do about the mortgage? And you just go, I like pudding. My oldest, when she turned 21, I realized real quick that she could buy booze and bring it home to me. That's awesome. I don't have to go out or nothing, man. I can send her out for bourbon. There are things that happen in your child's life that change their lives. They're milestones for them and you. You don't realize till you get older and you look back at the whole journey. It starts when they're little, right? And they learn to walk. Now you don't have to pick them up and carry them around all the time. And they're potty trained. And then you don't have to change diapers all the time. Then they learn to make a sandwich. Now you don't have to really feed them all the time. They learn to answer a phone. They can talk to bill collectors. They learn to take a bus. They can get to school. They learn to drive a car. They get a job. They turn 21. They buy booze and bring it back to you. That's the circle of life right there. That's it. That's what it says in the song from The Lion King. It's like, bring me up out of the tequila. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good night, guys. I'll see you. Thank you.